Hello, good morning all of you. This is Bhupati, Junior Lecturer in English, APRJC Garampalli. You are most welcome to these virtual classes. As you know, due to COVID-19 pandemic situations, a lot of disturbance in the field of education, but the government of AP has taken very good measures to send you the lessons even though you are at home. So this is the first grammar class for junior inter students. My dear junior intermediate students, this is your textbook this year. This textbook has actually 4 parts. 1, prose and poetry. Already we have seen 1 prose lesson and 2 poems. Next one is the extensive reading. Last one, grammar and communication skills. When coming to the grammar part, parts of speech is the base. This is the basic thing. This is the rudiment of grammar. Actually, most of you, I can say all of you might have learnt it in your lower classes. Parts of speech, it is started in your 6th class or 7th class. And everybody knows what is a noun and the remaining 7. How many parts of speech are there and what about each one. But one thing, at this intermediate level, it is tested in your examinations. How? A few sentences are given. Words will be underlined. You have to identify what part of speech is the word. So 6 words are underlined. Each word carries half a mark. So there will be 3 marks for this question item. And it is the 15th question in your intermediate public examinations question paper. See, part of speech, everybody knows. What is it? It is related to words. So you know the definition of a sentence. A sentence is nothing but a group of words. Words can make a sentence. But every word has a different function in a sentence. Sometimes a single word can function in different ways. For example, let us begin with a sentence. Ravi booked a list of books for book bank. Look at this sentence. My dear intermediate students, here is one book, here is another book, another book. So when we see, every time the word book functions in a different way. As you know, the first book here refers to a verb. Book, book, booked. So booking a ticket, he booked a ticket. You know pretty well. Booked can be used as a verb. Book, booked, booked, booking. When you come here, this is a plural noun, books. So this is a noun. Here this refers to name of a thing. So this is a noun here. When you come to this one, book bank. Bank is the noun and this word is qualifying this noun. So automatically this is an adjective. When we see this sentence, a single word book functions in different ways. Here it is a verb. When coming here, it is a noun. There it is an adjective. So in the same way, one more example. She fished some fish in the fish pond. Fished, fish, fish. Same way, fish, fished, fished is a verb. Fishing. It is the act of fishing. So my friend is fishing in the pond. Next here fish, this is noun. This is a noun. But here you see fish pond. What pond? Fish pond. Pond is a noun. The word fish is qualifying it. So this is an adjective. So what we have come to know here, a word which certainly varies when the places are changed, when its meaning is changed. So part of speech plays a very important role in a sentence. When you look at a sentence has many words, but each word is one part of speech. For example, they went to a hospital yesterday. So it is a sentence, it has 6 words. When you see, each word is one part of speech. Each word is one part of speech. This is a pronoun. Most of you know already. This is a verb, a past tense verb. Go, went, gone, going. This is a preposition. This is an article. It comes under adjective. Or you can write article. Hospital is a noun, name of the place. Yesterday is an adverb of time. So, in any sentence, every word has one particular part of speech. So, why? The parts of speech plays very important role. So, we should know what is that particular underlined word. So, identification. Let us see, there are 8 parts of speech in English. This is the basic thing, everybody knows. Okay, there are 8 parts of speech. It is crystal clear. Every one of you have known this in your lower classes. Certainly, you know very briefly what is a noun, what is a pronoun, what is a verb, all these things. So there are 8 parts of speech in English. Some grammar books say only 7, whatever it may be. But actually there are 8 parts of speech. Noun, pronoun, verb, adjective, adverb, preposition, conjunction and interjection. Okay? These 8 are very important in a sentence. Every sentence is a combination of words. Every word should be one of these parts. It is fixed. There is no word in a sentence go beyond these 8. So why? We have to know what is a noun. How can we identify the nouns in a sentence? What are a few tips that we can see here? Our main motto is identifying the part of speech and bagging 3 marks in our intermediate level. Next, what is a pronoun? Verb, adjective, adverb, preposition, conjunction, interjection. All these are words. You can see in every grammar book, noun is a word, pronoun is a word. So all these are words, no doubt in it. So the words, but how can we identify these words in a sentence? That is the actual job that we have to do now. See, first let us see what is a noun. I have already told you noun is a word. Okay? But what is this? Name of anything is a noun. The simplest definition is name of anything is a noun. Noun is a naming word. Very simple. Noun is a naming word, that's all. Name of anything. So, name of a person, place, or a thing is a noun. For example, boy, a noun. Table, a noun. Child, a noun. Man, a noun. So these are all nouns. For example, name of a place. Chennai, Amaravati, Guntur, Gyarampalli. These are all the names of the places. So, when coming to thing, for example, balloon, book, pen, pencil, these are the nouns. But other than these, sometimes you are confused. Those are the structural words. When it is a content word means we easily find out name of something, name of a person or a place or a thing. When we come to these structural words, it is somewhat difficult. That we have to listen to very clearly here. You know, a noun can be broadly divided into two groups: concrete nouns, abstract nouns. Concrete nouns are the nouns that we can see, touch, and there will be a fixed physical shape to it. So concrete nouns have concrete shape that we can touch. For example, table that we can touch, we can see there is a shape to it. So this is a concrete noun. When coming to the abstract nouns, the nouns, the names, we cannot see, we cannot touch, and there is no physical shape, physical appearance to it. Those are the abstract nouns. For example, depth, beauty, air. Can we see depth? We cannot. Can we touch depth? We cannot. But it is possible that we can feel, we can understand. And there is no physical shape also to depth. We can see a dead body. But depth, we can't see. In the same way, beauty. We can see a beautiful picture, beautiful person, beautiful girl, beautiful woman, beautiful lady like that. But we can not see the beauty separately. So this is an abstract noun. When coming to air also, we can feel. There is no physical existence or physical shape to it. So these are abstract nouns. For example, anger, hunger, hungry, angry, emotions. Emotions cannot be seen. The person who is in that particular emotion can be seen. Separately we cannot see anger. కోపాన్ని మనం చూడలేము, కోపంగా ఉన్నటువంటి వ్యక్తిని చూడలేము. సో abstract noun అనేది మనం చూడలేము, స్పర్శించలేము, కానీ అర్థం చేసుకోగలం. దానికంటూ ఒక ప్రత్యేకమైనటువంటి భౌతిక స్వరూపం అనేది ఉండదు, ఫిజికల్ అపియరెన్స్ అనేది ఉండదు. కానీ మనం తెలుసుకోగలం. ఓ చావు అంటే ఎలా ఉంటుంది అనేటువంటి ఊహించుకోగలం, కానీ రియల్లీ we cannot touch. So a name of anything is a noun. A man, boy, girl, sheep, bench. So you can say lots of the things and lots of places, people, and my name, your friend's name, father name, mother name, all these are nouns. So concrete noun has once again 4 types. If we go very deep into them means we can't cover within a slot. So concrete noun has proper noun, common noun, collective noun and material noun. So proper nouns are the nouns which refer the names of the people. For example, Ravi, that is a proper noun. Boy, that is a common noun. King, a common noun. Ashoka, proper noun. So you can understand I think. When it is an individual name, that is a proper noun. When it is name of a group or one particular kind means that is a common noun. It is a common name. When coming to this collective noun, so group of one particular items, a bunch, herd, school, baby, collection of things. When coming to this material noun, the metals, rubber, wood, paper, any metal name. For example, iron, gold, silver. These are all material nouns. So anyhow, we can easily identify the nouns because they are the names. Whatever name you come across, certainly that is a noun. So other than these, what are the structural things that we can say? For example, I give you a few tips. The words ending with T-I-O-N, S-I-O-N, A-N-C-E, M-E-N-T, these are all the names. For example, collection, a noun. Permission, a noun. Appearance, a noun. Agreement, noun. So the words ending with T-I-O-N, S-I-O-N, A-N-C-E, M-E-N-T, and there are a few more. These are also nouns. So if we know the names and then the words ending with all these things and the abstract things, certainly we can easily identify the nouns and we can do them. Then coming to the next one, that is a pronoun. A pronoun is nothing but, it's a simple one. When you understand a noun means, pronoun can be understood very easily. These two are linked. Unless you know what is a noun, you cannot understand what is a pronoun. So pronoun, it is also a word. It stands for a noun. It is a word which is used instead of a noun. Even in Telugu we know Prachadam. Noun means Namavachakamu. దానికి బదులుగా ఉపయోగించేదే సర్వనామం. So it is to avoid the repetition in a sentence, we use pronouns. మరలా ఒక పేరును ఉపయోగించడాన్ని తొలగించడానికే మనం సర్వనామాన్ని ఉపయోగిస్తాం. So to avoid the repetition of the noun, the pronouns are used. So what is a pronoun? It is a word. It stands for a noun. It stands for a noun. It is used instead of a noun in a sentence. For example, now I write an example, you see. Raju is a boy. Raju is 9 years old. Raju is studying in APRJC. Raju is a good boy. Look at this. How many times we are using this Raju, Raju, Raju. To avoid this repetition, we can simply use he. So, to avoid the repetition of a noun, we use a pronoun. This is actually the function of a pronoun in a sentence. So, every way we can replace with pronouns. So, mainly there are a very few pronouns that we can easily remember. For example, there are 3 persons. You know pretty well. First person, second person, third person. So once again there are singular, plural. So first person singular, I, we. These are the basic pronouns. Second person, you, plural also you or your. Third person singular, he, she, it, plural is they. These are the basic pronouns in English. Only from these so many pronouns can be. For example, these are all used only in the subject place. For example, I is a pronoun, but it is used only in the subject case. Only in the subject place it is used. When it is an objective place or objective case, me is used. When it is a possessive case, my is used. So, subjective case, objective case, possessive case. అంటే ఇది కర్తగాను, ఇది కర్మగాను, ఇది కలిగిండుట. మై అంటే నా యొక్క, యొక్క అని వచ్చేటువంటి చోట హీ అతడు, హిస్ అతని యొక్క, యు నీవు లేదా మీరు, యువర్ మీ యొక్క, షీ ఆమె, హర్ ఆమె యొక్క. సో దిస్ షోస్ ద పొసెషన్. సో ఇట్ ఈస్ కాల్డ్ అ పొసెసివ్ కేస్. మరి ఆబ్జెక్టివ్ కేస్ ఈ కర్మ ప్లేస్ లో ఎలా వస్తుందంటే నేను, ఇది నన్ను, అతడు అతనిని, హీ దట్ ఈస్ హిమ్, షీ హర్, దే దెమ్. సో ఇన్ దట్ వే subjective case means one kind of pronoun, objective case means another kind of pronoun. When it is a possessive case, some other kind of pronoun is used. So whatever it may be, all the pronouns mostly around these base things. Singular I, plural we, you or your, he, she, it, they. These are the basic pronouns. Almost these will cover whatever the noun may be. For example, if it is a boy or male, he, his, him, himself. These are the things. When it is a girl, she, her, hers, herself. If it is plural, they, them, they, theirs, themselves. So these are. In that way, pronoun is the second important part of speech which is used instead of a noun. Wherever the repetition is to be avoided, we have to use the pronoun. For example, for all things, it as a singular, they, it is common. Whether people, places or things, it is common. Plural is they. This is the something about pronoun. So let us see the third one. It is a verb. See, if we see, so the third part of speech is verb. Verb is the main word in a sentence. Without verb, we cannot understand what kind of action has taken place. So verb plays an important role here. It tells about an action. Verb is a word. It tells some kind of action. Action means pani. In Telugu it is kriya. Emi pani jarigindo, aa panini gurinchi teliyachesede verb. See, every sentence should have verb. The verb, there are many kinds of verbs. Mainly on the basis of the type and time, we can divide the verbs into two groups. They are main verbs, next helping verbs. For example, let us see, I saw a film. She played a game. We come to school. In all these sentences, the verbs are main verbs. Saw, which tells us some kind of work. Play, a particular work, action. Come. So these are the verbs in these sentences. When coming to the helping verbs, for example, is, am, are, was, were, have, has, had, will, would, shall, should, can, could, may, might. So there are about 24 helping verbs in English. There are 24 helping verbs in English. They are also verbs. But what may be the main difference between the main verbs and the helping verbs? That is important. Main verbs denote the type of action. Main verb denotes the type of action. For example, saw. It denotes what type of action it is. If you say, she was a doctor. She was a doctor. If you say, she was a doctor, was is the verb. It is a helping verb. So here we cannot say the correct exact meaning of the word or verb was. There are no fixed meanings for them. When you see all these helping verbs, there are no fixed meanings for the helping verbs. Whereas the main verbs, particular meaning of every verb, that is the main difference. It denotes type of action and they have fixed meaning. But the helping verbs do not denote the type of action. Mostly they denote the time. So a verb denotes time of action and also type of action. The helping verbs do not have fixed meaning. So what is the meaning? What is meant by is, was, will? So there will be no fixed meaning. So in olden days some of the teachers say, unnadu, atanu doctor ga unnadu. He is a doctor, so it is nothing. So never think that, never have an idea. These helping verbs are only to help, to denote the time, that is the tense. Tense తెలియచేయడానికి ఒక main verb కు ఉపయోగపడేది help చేసేటువంటిది, it is a helping verb. So the helping verb helps the main verb to fix the time. So this is the time of the action. Whatever it may be, we can easily identify the verbs in a sentence because they denote some kind of work. They denote some kind of work. For example, give, take, come, go, sit, stand, do, finish, clean, close, open. These are all the verbs. So verbs can be easily identified. In addition to them, let us know the 24 helping verbs. Am, is, are. These three are present tense. Was, were, equivalent past tense. And coming to have, has, have. These are H verbs. Have and has in present tense. Had must be in past tense. In that way, there are 24 helping verbs and they are called auxiliary verbs. These are also verbs. For example, in a sentence, when would is underlined, will is underlined, am is underlined, that is also a verb for your information. In addition to the main verbs, so it is easy to identify the main verbs in a sentence. In addition to all these main verbs, the helping verbs are also important. So you can easily identify a verb because they denote the action. So there are many other, for example, transitive verb, intransitive verb, regular verb, irregular verb, strong verbs, weak verbs, whatever may be, all these are main verbs. All these are main verbs. When coming to the finite and the non-finite, we should be careful. So finite verbs have tense. Non-finite verbs do not have tense. That's the main difference. So we cannot go very deep because within the slot, our task is to identify the underlined word. What part of speech is it? So when there is a word underlined and it denotes an action, that is a verb. When there is a helping verb underlined, that is also a verb. You need not write helping verb. Just you can write verb, that's enough. That will do. So let us go to the next. So the next one is an adjective. So adjective is a describing word. It describes a person, an action, anything. When a word describes something means That is an adjective. See, it qualifies a noun. It qualifies a noun. When a noun is qualified, when a noun's quality is talked about, that is an adjective. When a person is described, that is an adjective. So an adjective talks about quality, quantity and number. For example, we can talk about, or we can say something about a boy. Good boy, good. Good is an adjective because it is the quality. Next, coming to quantity, many students, many, it tells the quantity. A little sugar, little, that is the quantity. Many boys, many, that is an adjective. Coming to the number, there are 11 players in cricket team. 11 is an adjective. So, we can say adjective qualifies a noun. It talks about the noun's quality. It describes a noun. It enlarges its meaning. It says something about the meaning. It rolls, tilts, touches something about the noun. So, an adjective can easily be identified. For example, she is a beautiful girl. Girl is a noun. And here the word beautiful is qualifying the girl, the person, the noun. So, beautiful is the adjective. So, she is a good girl, good. It is a red ribbon, red. He is a tall boy, tall. So, these are the qualities of persons. So, excellent dance show, excellent program, excellent. That says about the dance program, a program. So, why? Excellent is the adjective. So, the word excellent describes the noun. So, why? The adjectives are describing words. The adjectives are describing words. So, long, short, good, bad, small, many, some, 11. So, these are all the adjectives. When we use them, it is a long scale. He is a short boy. She is a foolish girl. Foolish. That talks about the girl's quality. Foolish. A small scale. A small ribbon. Many students. Some boys. So, these are the adjectives. We can see adjectives in our textbook. I mean in our intermediate textbook. From page number 127 to 142, you can find the parts of speech, detailed notes and skills. So there will be a very simple exercise at the end of the chapter. I mean, maybe in the page number 141 and 142. If you are able to do them, certainly you are really well versed with the parts of speech. So adjective, once again, it is a qualifying word. It qualifies a noun. It describes a noun. So, it says something about the quality of a person, quality of a noun, quantity of a noun, or sometimes number. Next, coming to the adverb. Adverb is a very different one. You should be very, very careful. Adverb is also a word. It modifies. It changes. Modification means you know pretty well. Change. It changes the meaning of a verb in a sentence. Sometimes an adjective in a sentence. Sometimes the adverb can modify another adverb in the sentence. That's the wonder here. So one adverb can modify another adverb in the sentence. This is the wonder here. For example, let us see. She walks slowly. She is a pronoun. Walks, a verb, because it is an action. She, it is used instead of noun. For example, Pushpa walks slowly. Instead of Pushpa, we use this she. So this is a pronoun. And this is a verb because it tells about an action. Slowly, this word modifies the meaning of a verb. It slightly changes, enlarges the meaning of the verb. So by this slowly is an adverb. And another trick to you, most of the words, 99% of the words ending with ly, adverb. Blindly you can go, cleverly, easily, fast, beautifully, immediately. So these are all the adverbs. So many words ending with ly. 99% of words ending with ly will be adverbs. So this is a simple thing. Immediately, an adverb. So here in this sentence, an adverb is modifying the verb. It is touching the verb. Slowly the word talks about walks. Slowly walks. How does she walk? Slowly. So this is an adverb. When coming to the next, it modifies a verb. Yes, have you understood? Here the word slowly changed the meaning of a verb. So the function of adverb is over. Next, coming to this adjective. She is a beautiful girl. She is a pronoun. Is helping verb. I think you can remember. A article. Beautiful. It is qualifying the word girl. So this is an adjective. This is a describing word. Girl is a noun. But here is an extra word, very. How beautiful? Very beautiful. So this very is modifying the word beautiful, an adjective. So adverb modifies an adjective. Adverb modifies an adjective. So very beautiful, quite beautiful, too good. These are all. Very, too, so, sometimes, quite. These are all the adverbs. They modify the adjectives in a sentence. Coming to the last function of the adverb. So what is the wonder? One adverb modifies another adverb. Here, she runs fast. She is the pronoun, runs an action verb, fast. How does she run? She runs fast. So fast is an adverb. She runs fast. She runs slowly. She runs quickly. She runs cleverly. She runs easily. So these ending words are adverbs. But when we write this very, simply it is modifying. How fast? Very fast. How slowly? Very slowly. How easily? Very easily. How cleverly? Very cleverly. So the word very modifies another adverb in the sentence. So there are two adverbs. This is one adverb and fast is another adverb. So what is the function of adverb in a sentence? Adverb modifies sometimes a verb, sometimes an adjective, sometimes another adverb in the sentence. So this is something about adverb. And another important thing is the words ending with ly. For example, clearly, cleverly, safely, dangerously. So these are all adverbs. It is the easiest one. We can easily identify the adverb. Simple. Any word ending with ly can be an adverb. This is the thing. Okay, the sixth part of speech is preposition. The preposition is very small words, very simple words, but it is the most difficult one in grammar to use appropriate prepositions. Sometimes even in the examinations, even learned people, even very good native speakers also confuse in the usage of prepositions. So we should be very careful with the prepositions. It is easy to identify. When we use them in the sentences, we should be very, very careful. So prepositions, these are very simple words. So it tells about relation between a noun and another word in a sentence. So mainly in a sentence, the prepositions show the relation. Pre, before. Position, it, place. So, the preposition, a word tells about the relation between a noun and another verb or some other content word in a sentence. For example, the bottle is on the table. On is a preposition. So, the preposition on shows the relation. What kind of relation? Is the bottle on or table on? It shows clearly whether the bottle is on the table or the table is on the bottle. So this is the link here. This is the simple logic here to know where is the bottle. This preposition is used. For example, if it is on the table, on the table. If it is near the table, at the table. If it is below, under the table. So, we can use bottle is on the table, under the table, in the table, or at the table, across the table. You see, by the table, with. So, why? The preposition will say the relation, that's important. For example, on, a preposition. At, mainly talks about the place, exact time, exact rate. To, the destination. For, some kind of reason. Between, the position. Among, more than two. In, it is also place. From, the starting point. Since, it is also to express the time, the starting time. By, something, agent. With what? So, under, it is also place. Across, it is also place. So, there are many simple prepositions and prepositional phrases. Prepositional phrases. So, my dear students, you have come across all these in your 10th class. It was a question, and there was a table also in 10th class textbook, the usage of prepositions. So, these are the prepositions. Not only these, there are many, and let us see. The book is on the table. Just now I have told you. On shows the relation. Where is that book? The book is on the table, or the table is on the book. So this word decides. This word shows the relation. The cat is under the table. You see, it is under the table. So it shows the place. It is the position. It tells about the position. Next, the pen is in my pocket. In. Where is it? In. Next, she jumped into. It shows some action. When it is in, the pen is in my pocket. In shows the thing in rest. Into shows the thing in action. She jumped into. She went into. She is coming into. She is going into. So, into shows action. So, preposition is a word which shows relation, which tells about the position, which tells about the exact time. So, the meeting will be at 6 o'clock. Where are you? I am standing at the table. Where is this? This is at the market. So, I add to, on, to these simple words, but very difficult to use appropriately sometimes. So, let us go to the next one, the conjunction. Conjunction. So, the next one is conjunction. Conjunction is nothing but joining word. The word which joins two words, two phrases, two clauses or two sentences. So, it is a conjunction. Conjunction is nothing but linker. It links, it joins. So, it joins two words, phrases, clauses, sentences, etc. So, for example, and. For example, Ramu and Raju. And is the conjunction. I am unwell, so I cannot come to class. So, here, so is joining the two sentences. Therefore, in the same way, if it joins two clauses, you run fast, you will catch the bus. It is a condition. If you run fast, you will catch the bus. So if is a conjunction, it joins two clauses, one main clause and one subordinate clause. Next, unless, though, although, because, these are conjunctions. See, here is a simple thing. A sentence is in a sentence, conjunction can always join. So it will never be at the end of the sentence. So here is an example. A sentence never ends with a conjunction. It is sure. At any cost. A sentence never ends with a conjunction. For example, you see, I have given one example. A sentence never ends with because. Because is a conjunction. So continuously because. 3 times we have used because. So a sentence never ends with because is a conjunction. So it is only to connect, to join the sentences, words and all, that's all. There are 3 types of conjunctions: subordinating conjunctions, coordinating conjunctions, correlative conjunctions. But here our job is to identify the part of speech, that's all. We need not go very deep, and it is very clearly given in our textbook from page number 127 to 142. So if you see there, certainly you can understand what is a conjunction and what are the different types of conjunctions. So the last one is interjection. Interjection is almost avoided in most of the latest grammar books because they are not meaningful words. Interjection is a word, but it is a meaningless word. It is a sound. When we are in sudden or very strong feeling, we make some kind of sound. That sound can be written with some kind of spelling, but there isn't any special meaning to them or any meaning. But we can understand and where to use them in a sentence. For example, hey, ho, wow, hurrah, elos, hi. So these are not fixed. In your strong or sudden feeling, whatever sound you make, that is interjection. There is no meaning, but according to the situation, you make some kind of sound. For example, if it is an amazing situation, you make one kind of sound. For example, if you meet your friend, hi. So there is no meaning for the word hi, but it is an icon of, introducing or greeting. So it is informal way of greeting. So by interjection, it is a word, but not a meaningful word. They are the sounds, generated when we are in strong or sudden feeling. That's all. Hi, how are you? Hey, be careful. Wow, it's fine. Alas, she is dead. So when something very bad situation, we use this kind of sounds. We make this kind of sounds. This is the thing. So let us come to the end of this session with a task. Identify the parts of speech of the underlying words. But let us see each and every word. What part of speech is it? For example, Radha, name of a girl, noun. Is a helping verb. This is an article. You can write article. Article comes under adjective. Talkative, when there is IVE, that is an adjective. Talkative, selective, corrective, collective. See, this is an adjective. Next, student, it is name, noun. So, in this way, when we see each and every word in these, Sita, noun, walks, it is an action, verb, fast, it modifies the verb. So, this is an adverb. In, it shows the position. So, this is a preposition. The, an article. Garden, name of the place, and noun. Wow! Just now I have told you, this is an interjection. This is a sound, meaningless word. It, a pronoun. Is, a verb. It is a helping verb. an article. Sorry, very fabulous experience. First, experience, this is a noun. Fabulous experience, this is an adjective. Because the word fabulous is talking about or describing the experience. So, fabulous experience. Experience is a noun, fabulous is an adjective. Again, this word is modifying adjective. So, this is an adverb. This is an adverb. So, it is a very fabulous experience. Very adverb, fabulous adjective, experience is a noun. Next, Ramya, name of a girl, and it is connecting or joining the two girls, Ramya and Kavya. So, this is a conjunction or helping verb, going, verb, main verb. Going is a main verb here. Home, name of the place, that is noun, today. That shows the time. So, why it is an adverb, adverb of time. There are many differences among them. There are many differences among them. It shows the place. It is a verb, helping verb. This is many differences. Differences, noun. Many differences, adjective. Among, between, two. Among, more than two. So, among is a preposition. Them, that refers a pronoun. So, okay, my dear children, thank you for your patience, lending your ears, and let us meet once again. Let us see once again in our next virtual class. I hope you have understood a little bit at least, and you do the exercise given in the textbook. So it will be very, very helpful to you. Thank you very much. Thank you. Namaste, my dear viewers. Thank you.